Hello. If you've ever been to a tantra class or anything remotely like it, you'll probably have experienced that there is a level of ritual and there is a lot of talk about ritual as well. And you may have been wondering why that is. Why bother with ritual? Why not just get on with it? Well, for one thing, ritual is an integral part of what you're intending to do. And if you've ever been to any kind of religious service, you will be aware that ritual serves a purpose. Because we live such busy lives and we live such organized and active lives, stepping into a spiritual space is a challenging thing to do. Our minds are racing, our bodies are still in adrenaline mode, and it's very hard to step back from that and let go. Going through a ritual when you arrive in one of these spaces is a typical and very useful way to gradually move from the outside world into the ritual space and into the sacred space. That also goes for a lot of our daily experiences. Just think about Catholics walking into a church. There is a certain level of ritual when you walk in. You would douse your finger in the sacred water and create a cross symbol on your forehead. And you would stop talking. You would walk very quietly. There is an element of silence involved in Christian churches. You would sit down and probably say a short prayer before you sit down. All of these are ritualistic elements that serve to bring you into the space and make sure that your brain is conducive to taking in everything that the spirituality is trying to give you. The same is true for conscious sensuality, for sacred sexuality, for any place you would need to sever your ties with the surrounding world and step into a space that you share with your partner and that is separate from everything around you. I'm not talking separate in a physical way. You could create a sacred space for yourself and your partner in a room full of other people who do the same thing. But for the sake of discussion, let's talk about just you and your partner in your home. Typical ways to create a sense of ritual would be taking somebody's coat off. Could be kissing them hello. Could be giving them a hug. Taking their clothes off in a tantric environment in a very sensual way. Obviously, you would just rip them off, but you would take your time. Again, that element of slowness comes into play. And ultimately, this serves to create that sacred bubble within which anything else can happen. That is why ritual is so important. We need to be in the right space, and our minds need to be in the right space to experience sensuality properly. I hope this makes sense, and I invite you to try and create rituals for yourself and your partner. Give it a go, and be well.